Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Up Sis for yet another day of our Everyday Woman series, Refuse to be Silent. Today is day 24, y'all. We are almost done. Have you all been enjoying this series? Have you been enjoying meeting and hearing the voices and the stories of all of these different, beautiful women every single day? Please let me know in the comments. Type yes. We love them, Angel. Yes. We've learned from them, Angel. Yes. We honor them, Angel. Let me know how you feel about the series. I can just say that I've been blessed. There are some of the women that I had never met before a day in my life. Some of the women I have met, some of the women I know quite personally. And I have just been blown away by their courage, and just the desire that they have to help another woman or another person overcome the hard stuff of life by opening up their mouths and refusing to be silent. So during this Women's History Month, March 2021, I want to thank yet again all 31 women who said yes to the Lord as well as me to come into this space and share just a little piece of their lives with the rest of us to encourage and empower and inspire us to continue to open up our mouths and share the words of our testimony. So today we're going to continue. But before we do that, I would like to share with you all our sponsor for the day, the Brand Room. The Brand Room is the branding agency that I work with for my rebranding. They are absolutely amazing. They are an international branding agency. They are based in Nigeria, and they are pretty fabulous. I can't say enough positive things about working with them, the experience. And I mean, you all are getting to see the branding. You already know it's amazing. So what we decided to do was to partner together and give my community an opportunity to get what I have, what I've gotten from them. So there are 15 slots, 2 of which are gone. So there are now 13 slots still remaining for any of you who would like this rebranding experience with the Brand Room. So thank you so much, the Brand Room Inc., for sponsoring today, as well as several days. They've actually sponsored several days, which I am honored by. But thank you for sponsoring today's talk on the Everyday Woman series, Refuse to be Silent. All right, everybody. So let's get back into it. And here is your woman for today. Her name is Artinisia Shakir. And Tensi is what we call her. She's one of the women that I personally know. She is a member of the United States Army. She's an officer, and this is just something she doesn't do on a regular basis. But she said yes to me, and I am honored because her voice is powerful, and what she has to say is needed and necessary in the conversation. So Artinisia has a pre-recorded talk for you all, and I'm going to allow you to hear it right now. Okay, so here we go.
There's Speak Up Sis teams and women that are supportive of this forum. My name is Artinisia Shakir, and I am thankful to have this privilege to present to you today. I'm not gonna lie, it has given me a lot of angst and trepidity to be in a forum such as this. Hold on, my batteries. Oh, it says my battery's low. Good thing I only have 15 minutes. But what I wanted to share is simple to some people and may not be so simple to others, but I honestly didn't really realize what I wanted to talk about until this platform, until today. And I've been thinking about it for weeks, like, what do I share? What do I talk about? I don't want to get too personal, but shouldn't I get personal? I don't want to get too real, but should it be real? So thank you though for Angel for allowing us this platform to talk. I have a couple topics that I wanted to talk about. The first one is a little more personal, talking about speaking up in your personal life. For me, I want to talk about refusing to be silent when it comes to your relationships. For well over 15 years, I was in a marriage where I had to kind of shrink myself to make him comfortable, and it wasn't until I was away for about a year and a half, where I found the strength to speak up about that. And I had to decide whether that was the life that I wanted to live moving forward or not. If I wanted to continue to be smaller to fit into somebody else's box of what made them feel comfortable, that was hard. It was a hard decision to make because of other people, your family, people that want to see you guys win as a couple. But I was like, speaking up about your happiness, speaking up about what makes you happy. And if you're having to mold and change yourself into something that keeps you uncomfortable, that doesn't really let you blossom and be who you are, then you have the right to speak up and change that. And that's what I learned. Not to get into any too many details, but it just made me a stronger person to see how I blossomed outside of that relationship. Um, and it just made me more apt to speak up about my happiness within the relationship. To this day, he and I are friends. We raise a beautiful son together. We are not enemies by any means. We had a peaceful departure because where I came from was a place of my truth. It was a place of where I was really feeling. And it took a lot of courage to speak up about that to him and then now to the world. People that are in my circle that are close friends of mine, they know the situation. But there are a lot of women, and I know that I'm not the only one, that often create we kind of shrink ourselves into this place and we conform to a place that doesn't really make us happy in order to say, hey, I've been married 25 years, 30 years, when actually 15 of that you've been miserable and you've been suffering in silence and nobody really knows about it. It's a decision that I made. I'm so glad that I said something. I'm so glad I spoke up about it because I'm in a happier place now. And even when I look at him, hell, he's happy too. So I maybe spoke up for the both of us. I get emotional when I talk about it, but and it's kind of uncomfortable talking on a forum where you don't know who's gonna really criticize or say what they feel about what you have to say. But one thing I learned about this platform is Speak Up. This is about speaking your truth. And Angel, thank you for giving us that platform to do that. So hopefully that helps somebody. The other thing I wanted to speak up about is a time where I refuse to be silent, or times when I refuse to be silent in my professional life. I've been in the military now 18 years. I can retire in a couple years. I started out as a medic and became a registered nurse and then an acute care nurse practitioner. And I find that through my day to day, I speak up all the time. It was hard to come up with a topic for this because when I think about refusing to be silent as a professional medical Black female officer, I speak up all the time. It's almost like I had to think of it like a time when I refused to not be silent, or a time when I just decided to shut the hell up. And what I mean is, in my professional career, I have a lot of times where I can just always be the one speaking out. Oh, that's not right. Oh, but what I've learned in this career is sometimes when you choose when to speak up and choose when not to, it makes the times when you speak up even more prevalent. Whether you're advocating for a patient, advocating for your soldiers, advocating for yourself or a policy, sometimes the squeaky wheel that's always the squeaky wheel gets ignored because they're always the squeaky wheel. Does that make sense? I've learned that sometimes choosing what's important for you to fight about, it speaks volumes more when you're not always the one with your finger up. You know what I'm saying? Always the one. Jack, that's not right. I've also learned that and this is something that I mentor any young Black female officers that I mentor. They talk about the percentages of service members, 1%, less than 1%, right, of the United States population served, but less than that are Black, and less than that are female. So we're like 0.3%, if you will, of United States citizens that serve. And as a Black female officer, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know how much time I have. I hope I at least have 3 minutes. But as a Black female officer, when you walk into the room, most rooms at a conference, and you're sitting at the table that makes decisions. You look around, you're the only one. Oftentimes, you're the only Black and you're the only female. And already, whether they mean to or not, most people think they know you. They think they know what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, the body language you're going to use when you say it. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Anybody who serves in a position of authority where you actually create and formulate policy will know what I'm talking about. Oftentimes, in speaking up and speaking out regarding my profession and what I do, it's about how you say it, the words you use, how you articulate, the body language you want to use. As many times as I want to be like, this mug, I can't do that. I can't do that in a professional forum. And for a while, that was an issue for me because I'm like, oh, I'm not being true to who I am. This is really who I am. No, this is me making sure that when I'm advocating for soldiers, advocating for nurses, advocating for the profession, that it gets conveyed in such a way that everybody can understand it, that I'm perceived as an educated, professional, intelligent Black woman that I am, and that I don't allow the way I say things and my body language to undermine the value of what I'm saying. It's funny. I literally just got comfortable in this few seconds in this whole video situation. It's crazy because I'm out front on a platform speaking to people all the time at work, to where even I don't even like to talk when I get home because I've been talking all day. So it was weird to me to speak to in this forum to where total strangers may hear what I have to say, and I'm not used to sharing it with people that are not professionals. I hope that someone watching this took a little nugget that they could use for themselves. I hope that maybe in some way it flashed you to a certain point in your life that you can maybe speak up, or in your professional life that you can speak up with intelligence, with class, with style, to where that you are perceived in the way that you need to be perceived to make the change in the professional environment where you need to make the change. Thank you, Angel, for this opportunity. Thank you, the Speak Up Sis community. I appreciate your support. I don't plan on watching the comments, but I hope you got something out of it. That's all I have. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Tensi. You shared lots of nuggets that I think are very important. I know you're not going to watch this video. She's already told me she's not watching herself. I know she's not going to read the comments. So I'm just going to say this to those of you who are watching. I believe all of what she said was valuable. And I actually wrote in the comments, how you say it. How you say it is important. Yes, refusing to be silent and speaking up are very important. But how you speak up, the manner in which you do it, to whom you're speaking, the places you're speaking, all of that stuff matters. I had a conversation with a sister just yesterday, and I was telling her your audience is important, and the purpose for which you are speaking is important when you're deciding when to speak up and in what way you're going to speak up, how you're going to deliver what you say. It's important just as much as the act of speaking up. A second thing she said that I thought was interesting, she said, a lot of times we say it's the squeaky oil it's the squeaky can that gets the oil, right? Or something of that nature. But she said, when you're always squeaking about everything, then you become like white noise, right? People hear it and they don't hear it all at the same time. So I thought those were two very valid points that she brought up. You all can discuss them in the comments, but I just want to say thank you, Artinisia Shakir, for sharing with us today on day 24 of our Everyday Woman series, Refuse to Be Silent. I appreciate you, and I know that this was a stretch for you, but you did an amazing job. Thank you, and I pray that you will choose to do this in some other spaces. It gets easier as you do it. So, for everyone else, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for watching. For those of you who've been rocking every single day, like Tashura, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are in the building. Aaron, he is here just about every single day. Thank you for sharing the platform with other people. I really appreciate all of you. Please make sure you're sharing with others and join us back here tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on the Speak Up Sis page for day 26. And with that, you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.